So this is how I put on my bridle. I see a lot of issues putting on the bridle and safety problems putting on the bridle, and I would like to share some of the ways that I prevent safety issues and how I bridle my horses for their comfort. And I usually bridle them in the stall, but I'll also show how I bridle in cross ties and with a single tie. But I always put the reins up first, so that way they're out of my way and not on the ground where they can get stepped on. And then I can also, if he would happen to decide to walk away or leave me, I can control him a little bit. The closer I am to his ears with the reins, the more control I have. The closer I am to his withers, the less control. So I keep him right behind his ears should he decide he would like to leave me. And then I want to go either around the jaw, especially if I have a difficult horse to bridle or a tall horse to bridle, or between the ears. I prefer between the ears if I can. If it's a short horse or a well-behaved horse, I'll go between the ears. So first, between the ears, I can hold the crown piece, and then I can cradle the bit, and then I can tickle his tongue or the top of his mouth. So he opens his mouth, and the right hand can pull the bit into the mouth, hopefully without hitting any of his teeth. Nice and easy, just like that. And then instead of pulling the bridle over the ears where it would gag him, I want to push the ears forward so that way he doesn't get gagged by the bit. And then I get his hair all sorted out. Make sure he feels comfortable. If you had a noseband, I'd do it the exact same way. I wouldn't bother bringing the noseband out of the way. And I can show another example with the noseband. But then I'd go ahead and I'd bridle him up. And then whenever I go to lead, I always bring the reins down. So that way if the horse would decide to get scared or something, I have 5 feet to deal with instead of 2. So it's easier to hold on to them if your reins are down. So the other way, and when I go to take it off, I usually go all of it together, reins and everything, over one ear, over the other ear, and the closer I stay to his head, the less likely I'm going to hit his teeth, and so I let it drop slowly right along his forehead, and that way he can get the bit out of his mouth on his own. So the other way, reins up and around the nose, is if you've got a horse that's difficult to bridle. Usually they've been hit in the teeth too much, and so they don't want to deal with the bit. So this way I can have more control of his head, kind of cradling, almost giving him a hug here. And then it's harder for them to go up with their head or to go to the right. And then I do the same thing. Right hand is going to pull the bit into his mouth. Nice and easy. And you want to be able to do it really slowly. Like if you have a horse that's difficult, work on doing it slowly first, or work on doing it slowly all the time, really. So that way you can help guide the bit into his mouth. And then ears, and I like to just go right up with the right hand and get the right ear, and then get the left ear. And then sort out his hair. Do throat latch and noseband if you have it. And that's how I do bridling.